Hey guys, today on Birds of Play, we're going to be doing a lightning news round with all the best news that came out this week.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Birds of Play, episode 52. My name is Jonathan Tyler McCrone, joined by...
Me, Brandon Diaz.
Logan Anson. I'm surprised there was a lack of hand movements from you, because the past few weeks have been pretty...
I kept it still, you know?
I mean, you threw the sunglasses. That's a big bonus.
Let's get into the news. What happened?
Okay, so format of the show this week is just a lightning news rundown. Let's start with something that we've all experienced this week, which is the return of Overwatch's Junkenstein event.
Woo! It was fun. It is fun.
It is fun. Really? Yeah, it's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
Through
November 2nd.
November 1st.
Oh, November 1st.
Yeah.
So much time to get loot boxes.
You have 3 weeks to get the new skins, which are pretty cool. I honestly really like Torbs out of the slew of them.
He's a Viking.
I got my 3,000 coins last night, and I bought outright Torbs because I just
How often do you play Torb?
I never play him, but I love his. But here's the thing: I love skins that change the way a character's weapons look completely.
Yeah.
And Torbs, he went from having a wrench hammer thing to a Viking just mallet.
Manure.
Well, his do that all the time. His biker one, he has like
a tire iron.
Tire iron, yeah.
Yeah, but like that's what I really like. I really like skins that do that, and because this is a limited one, I wanted to get that one out of it.
So cool.
But also, Zenyatta and Symmetra skins completely change the way their stuff looks. They both have moving eyes somewhere on their weapons.
I like Zarya's the best.
Zarya's is very divisive.
I like Zarya.
Anna is my favorite.
How is it? Wait.
Yeah.
How is Zarya's divisive?
Well, because you have her.
How is it divisive?
You have all the skins that are like super scary or whatever.
Right.
And then you have Zarya's that's just like 80s aerobic.
Yeah, it's a
skins.
costume. It's a costume.
Yeah, but apparently the developers and the community are divided over this.
How is it they made it? How are they divided over it?
They said it was a 50-50 split. But
All
Jeff
right.
Kaplan said
Overwatch
it's
community.
okay to be wrong.
Overwatch community, I'm gonna say this. Get off your high horse. Calm down.
Wait, what do they not like
It's a
about it?
costume. Calm
They just
down.
don't like that it fits in with the rest of the theme.
Ugh. Oh no, we have some creativity. We have some non-conformity. Oh no. Get off.
I really like the Van Helsing skin for the team.
Same.
Oh, it's so cool, man. I think that's my favorite one. Actually, Anna's Corsair one is really cool.
I think
got a
Reapers is
big
a
old-
little
Do
just...
people care about Anna's skin?
I'd give a crap, yeah.
That's not like
I'd give it credit.
that's not like the other ones. It's not monster themed. It's a pirate.
Yeah.
Do people divisive about that?
No.
Calm down.
Literally the
Overwatch.
only reason they were divisive about the Zarya skin is because it's different from every other skin has some form of horror element or blah 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 blah. I get the whole costume argument.
Pirates are scary though.
It doesn't fit in with the rest of the theme is what some
Hey,
people
guess what?
argue. I love this skin personally.
Guess what, Overwatch? The 80s were scary too. You ever heard of Narcos?
But Junkenstein's
Revenge.
Revenge now has an endless mode, which we played.
It's so good.
You have to have a Torb, that's required.
I'm the Torb.
You obviously need a healer. but
No. Torb and Zenyatta are like staples. You can't,
Yeah.
you can't not have a
Torb,
Zenyatta.
Zen, I feel like McCree is super underrated.
Well, because of Deadeye.
Yeah, because he can insta-kill any of the heroes that
Well,
you have to
no,
fight.
they have a
Heroes.
lot of health, so I played
It
him
takes a
last
while.
night.
No, it takes a while, but he can insta-kill if you just wind it up.
He's really good for clearing out the mobs,
Also.
while everybody else focuses the heroes. So
Also.
it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has high damage.
Anna's anti-heal is really cool, but trading her,
forgot about that.
yeah, trading
It's
her
only
out for the
it's
Zen.
barely useful on
But
Roadhogs.
when you do endless mode and you have all those Roadhogs, it's super helpful.
All those
Especially with the
Roadhogs.
Mercy as well.
Because if you catch him right as he's
You have 4 Roadhogs on the screen at once.
All right.
Oh boy.
So Overwatch event, really cool.
Get off your high horse.
Moving on, let's talk about the Xbox One X and what Phil Spencer thinks of who it's for. He said, and I quote, "It's not for everybody."
Would you say it's the Dark Souls of video games consoles?
No. I'd say it's
I'm so sick of that being a thing.
Young Maestro is too.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah.
What he
So
did,
why even say that?
what he
Like,
did point
not
out
everybody's
is
gonna
that the
like it.
Xbox
why
One
would he
S
say that?
is more affordable and plays all the same games. That's going to be our mainline console. He said the Xbox One X is not for everybody.
So what's the point of the X?
It's for those who want the premier gaming experience on Xbox.
Hey world, here's a business tip for you. When you're releasing something new, don't say it's bad.
Yeah.
Say it's good. That's how you sell things. If you say, hey, this product is good and you should buy it. Not, no, don't buy it, you poor person.
This is only for the rich people who want to pay $1,000 for a phone, as well as the Xbox One X.
Hey, Phil Spencer, get off your high horse. Calm down, buddy.
There was
There's
also
so many high horses right now, I can't even handle
Phil
it.
Spencer also said, or it was Phil Spencer or another Xbox exec earlier this week, this is part of the news rundown, also said that he hates exclusive DLC, like console exclusive DLC.
As do I.
And then, and then recognized the irony of his statement by
Yeah.
pointing to PUBG releasing exclusively.
Oh, whoops.
Speaking of PUBG,
PC Master Race.
PUBG has passed 2 million concurrent players on Steam this week.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Whoa!
And you
I
know
haven't
what?
played it in a hot minute,
You know what, Blue Hole? Get off your high horse about Fortnite, okay?
I know they're so concerned. Ooh, 7 million on console. Kill me.
Yeah.
I haven't played it in a hot minute though. I'm waiting for the vaulting, new guns, new map. I'm mostly waiting for the new map.
I'm waiting for it to be stable on my computer.
I'm waiting for it to run.
Yeah.
But I mean, you
At
don't
all.
have a very good computer.
There was that great, I'm gonna feel like an old person. There was that great article
Controversy.
from like this video game onion website where it says Elon Musk creates a computer that can simulate the entire universe or run PUBG at medium settings.
You'll have to send me that.
Yeah, it's a
But
good
yeah,
article.
another big milestone for Blue Hole and the team over there.
Yeah.
But let's talk about
Yeah.
VR for a second. First off, PlayStation
VR PUBG?
VR, no, I wish. That would also make me quite nauseous in some instances if I'm flipping in a car. PlayStation VR became a year old this year, but that's not the biggest story in VR.
Oh,
the biggest story in
the
VR this week
Oculus.
happened at a Facebook conference. Oculus Go, the $200 wireless headset, was revealed.
They're copying the Google headset. It looks almost exactly. I thought it was
know,
the
yeah.
exact same. So you know what, Oculus? Get off your high horse. Google did it first.
But I do think I agree with what Mark Zuckerberg and a lot of people said, where this could be the headset that gets this to the mainstream. It's not the crappy little thing you have to plug your phone into.
Right.
It's completely independent of a PC or a phone.
And it's cheaper than a new iPhone.
Yeah, and it's $200.
The difference is what's
It's
going
way
to be
cheaper than a new iPhone.
what's going to be on
You
it
get
though.
you could get 5 of those for the price of one iPhone.
What's going to be on it though? That's the big difference.
All the normal games Oculus has.
Well,
That's
then
the
we're
crazy thing.
good.
So we're gonna have an Oculus party here. Join us.
Respawn Entertainment, developers of Titanfall,
Ooh, they
and
good.
the former Modern Warfare team at Infinity Ward, the remnants of it. They are developing a game for Oculus Rift exclusively, set to come out in 2019. So could we see the next premier first-person shooter exclusive to VR?
Yeah, you just said it. They're going to do it in 2019. You just said it.
You played yourself.
You're supposed to say the question before they answer.
Speaking of someone else who played themselves, Mike Laidlaw. No,
These
just kidding.
transitions are horrible.
Yeah. No, Mike Laidlaw, game designer and senior game director at BioWare, has departed after 14 years.
Listen,
Which is a sad time.
get off your high horse. Mass Effect Andromeda wasn't that great.
That's probably why you left. No,
He was more of a Dragon Age guy.
Yeah, he
he
was
was.
the
Yeah.
lead director for Dragon Age, all things Dragon Age.
But
Yeah.
he was part of it.
in a mixture of circumstances, we've seen 2 people leave, 1 person die,
And one come back.
and one person resign.
Person died.
He did
Just
die.
how nonchalantly
That
you
one
said
guy
that.
died a couple months ago.
Yeah, we
from-
know.
BioWare doesn't have much of its lead development team anymore.
Well, yeah, and I don't know how they're gonna really get people
But Casey,
now because
Casey
of how bad.
Hudson came back. So.
Yeah, 1 versus 3 though.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a pretty big deal for BioWare.
I will
so
say,
you can't,
I think
wipe that away.
BioWare desperately needs new people because of the tragedy that was Andromeda. So I'm
Yeah.
willing to
It
see
was
new
a-
people
It
come
was a
in.
massive development.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see what new people can do with
Exactly.
their existing series. What do they have? They have what's
Dragon Age,
the new game coming out. I
Forza.
completely forgot.
Jackbox.
What's their new game coming out?
The Destiny clone. I
Oh,
forget the name of it.
Armada or
No.
something.
Whatever it was. I'm excited for that.
Recore. What is it?
See, we're so excited about it.
Anthem.
It was with an A.
Well, we haven't seen much publicity for it. So.
Yeah.
It was with an A.
I did it.
Fun
but I'm
fact-
excited about that too.
Fun
Yeah.
fact about Andromeda, I've been watching it steadily, and you can check Cheap Ass Gamer on Twitter has
anyone
been
timing
following
this?
this. I'm not timing it.
Oh
I
no.
think we're almost there.
Cheap Ass Gamer on Twitter has been pointing out that the Mass Effect Andromeda Deluxe Edition for PS4 and Xbox One has slowly been going down from like $25 2 weeks ago to now it's like $12 for a
my
copy.
God.
I remember buying the deluxe. I got the deluxe edition because Amazon screwed up for like I got it
Yeah.
for $40 or whatever. I remember thinking like, wow, what a steal! And now like the deluxe edition was supposed to cost $10 more than the regular
I'm
edition.
pretty sure I paid $80 or $100 for that game.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
And
man.
now it's $12.
You guys are dumb.
I may actually buy it again and finish it for $12.
Why would you? It's terrible.
No, I'll just give you my Origin account. You can finish it.
I know.
Literal garbage.
But moving on, let's go back to last week's conversation about loot boxes and talk about what the ESRB has ruled on the whole loot box.
I love gambling.
Shadow of War, get off your high horse. Loot boxes are out.
Get off your high horse. Call of Duty, get off your gosh dang.
The ESRB, which is the ratings board for games, so it's kind of like the people who make movies PG-13 or R-rated. They make ours teen or M-rated or E for everyone.
Or E10.
Or E10 plus.
Or A for adult.
Yeah, that's few
That's
and far
a real
between.
rating.
But they have ruled that loot boxes are not gambling because you can't get money back from them.
That's fair.
I mean, it's very loose. I read an article by Forbes on it, and I kind of agree with it. They just kind of dodged the issue entirely. They're just like, I don't really want to deal with it. But I feel like it's a problem that needs to be
Here's
addressed.
the thing that most people don't realize. The ESRB is funded by the publishers who publish these games. So it's highly unlikely that a organization that derives its funding from the people that they could possibly criticize or could possibly get their money-making schemes out of to lay down the ban hammer on loot boxes.
And I'll say, like, with the current definition of what like America considers gambling, because we're all it's a precedent-based society of law. I agree that yes,
A precedent-based society of law. That was the most intelligent thing you have ever said.
On this set.
Oh my God. Can we
Yeah.
just recognize that though?
yes, since money is not being technically exchanged, it's not technically gambling. However, I think as soon as these cases get bigger and bigger, it always happens in America. The one big one blows out of the water. As soon as you see some kid lose like $1 million getting a Dragon Boy skin for his knife in CS:GO, they're gonna change the gambling rule saying as long as you're getting something out of a random lot, that's gambling.
This is the thing that I have been raising an issue with for quite some time, and it's the fact that people are treating this as it's just it's just an evolution of microtransactions or whatever, or like now that we get free map packs in exchange for loot boxes, people are like, oh, it's better, or, thank God games aren't $80, at least we have loot, but I just don't understand the logic
Kids
behind
are
it.
literally gambling.
Once they start putting premium content that's like you need for the rest of the game and like loot boxes, like they're sort of doing with Shadow of War.
Or it gives you a super head start, like in the Battlefront 2 beta that they exposed.
Battlefront 2, or even what they're doing in Call of Duty, putting like guns that are better than the rest of other guns into loot boxes.
It's the reason I stopped playing Black Ops 3. It's the reason I'm not buying Call of Duty this year, because I know it's going to devolve into that same
It's
situation.
honestly the reason I haven't bought Shadow of War yet. I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale because the loot boxes kind of deteriorate.
I would hope that the industry would like self-regulate and just be like, this might be getting a little out of hand, and we see one company just be like, no loot boxes. We're going back to classic.
Here's the problem:
money. They make so much money.
$1 trillion to put a loot box. In
Okay, literally, Activision last year on loot boxes alone made $3.6 billion with a B, $billion.
But
it's insane.
I definitely think this problem needs to be addressed, but if the government has to get involved, I feel like it's only going to make more problems.
Well, what will happen, I think, is the
There's
big
gonna be a
case will
lot of
happen
resistance into
where
it.
some kid will spend $1 million, some crazy high money on this stupid thing. The parents will complain, then the government say, okay, this is clearly an issue. Gambling now includes you pay money to a random system, you get something back. That's not gambling. You can't do that to kids. That's what will happen.
It definitely needs to be addressed, and something needs to be done about the loot boxes.
From a legal aspect, like last week we talked from a gamer aspect in terms of we hate this because we feel like our games aren't whole anymore because of what they're selling us back as piecemeal content.
From a legal
aspect,
question.
Yeah, from a legal aspect, we see different countries taking different approaches to this. And the European Union, they have a very strict version compared to ours, and where if you promote this, like say you do a loot box opening in the EU or in the UK, like you are going to be struck down if you don't reveal, oh, this is a sponsored thing, or oh, this is gambling. Like be careful of this. China has a rule where you have to expose the rates at which items drop. So like when Overwatch was set to come out in China, Overwatch said, you know what, we're not going to have the loot box system in China because they didn't want to reveal the rates for the rest of the world.
It's so drastically
That's
low.
how crazy this is.
Yeah, it's the mafia.
So what was your question?
Oh, I thought you had a law question.
No.
Okay.
But my thing is,
I know the law.
I know, I'm a lawyer.
I think it's only going to get to the point where we don't see loot boxes when the government intervenes. Because
I wish it wasn't like that, but I feel like that's where
I
it's
wish it
gonna
wasn't
go.
like that either.
The
but
industry's not going to regulate itself.
It's become
It's
the
too much
Wild
money.
West. They're making too much money off of it.
And it actually is hurting people. As
Unless
soon
the
as it
consumers
hurts,
take a stand, it's not going to happen without the
they're
government.
not. Like they're clearly not
Because
it's kids mainly.
Because
are
the
buying
more and
into
more
it.
we've
And
seen it with
parents
Call
don't
of
know about
Duty.
And parents don't know about it. Yeah.
We saw it with Call of Duty. They have made up the profits they lost in game sales with loot
Loot
box
boxes.
transactions. Last year, Infinite Warfare and the Modern Warfare Remastered bundle sold horribly compared to Black Ops 3. They made up like the 8 million copy gap solely on supply drops for Black
Right.
Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, and Modern Warfare Remastered. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah. So, government, I'm going to say this. Get off your high horse. Start regulating these video games. Ban Doom. It's too violent.
All right, Anita Sarkeesian.
Man, can you please ban Mario Kart? We don't want to encourage littering.
Did you see that at E3 when they revealed Doom and she's like, wow, this is violence for violence sake? And I'm just like, come on, it's Doom.
Is there anything else to talk about? Any other news?
I had nothing left on the docket.
South Park coming out next
South
week,
Park
I believe, next Tuesday.
Coming out.
South Park coming. Okay, October's a big month. South Park's coming out. Assassin's Creed Origins is coming out. Super Mario Odyssey got a new trailer that dropped this week. That was really cool. Go check that out.
We got Wolfenstein coming out.
Wolfenstein coming out. We got good games coming out. There's big
Still
esports
gotta play
happening in the
Cuphead.
next few weeks. We still got to play Cuphead, but I think we're going to call this a wrap on episode 52 of Birds of Play.
Yep.
I've been Logan Anstead.
I have been. I'm waiting for the camera to cut to me on camera 4. I am John Tally McCrone.
I've been Brandon Diaz.
And we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for
Adios.
watching.
Bye, everybody.
Let me get that black trans.
Get that hot black trans. Trans again.
You folks at home may have been wondering why I'm holding this in my hand, and the purpose is this. I got 3D.
Oh my gosh, you're like the XD guy.
It's like the it's the unicorn.
Oh wait.
Or it could be
The XD guy? You mean James in 20 years?
All right, we're done.
What a show.